Welcome to my demonstration of Snagit and how to enhance a photo in Photoshop. I'm going to go over three tools in particular. The tools are the polygonal lasso tool, the quick selection tool, and the spot healing brush tool. And with those, I'll be able to remove pretty easily some of these ugly wires that are in this photograph of the Stone Town door. I've already made my new layer. I've already straightened the image with the ruler, and I've cropped it as necessary. And after I'm done using these tools, I'll have a photo that looks like this. You can see that all of those ugly wires and some of the imperfections in the wall are gone. So let's go back to the one that we're working with. I'm going to make it larger by using my Command plus keyboard tools, and I'm going to focus in on the area that I want to correct. Now for an area like this where there's a curved edge, because what I want to remove is this ugly patch in the wall here, I'm going to select the area, and I want to be a little bit more precise. So I'm going to use the polygonal lasso tool by coming over here to my tool menu and selecting it. And I'm going to click and then just sort of trace the line where I want to make the correction or clean up my picture. So I've gotten an area, it's particularly the edge that I want to get correct. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to select fill, and I want to make sure that I'm on content aware fill, and I'll click OK, and let's see what that does. And it cleans it up. Now that's what I want to do for areas where I want to be careful of the edge, but in areas like this where there's a lot to clean up and I don't want to have to go through and select every little line, I can use this quick selection tool. And I'm just going to, I'll just try to select a general area like this. I don't have to be, again, I don't have to be too precise. But the neat thing about this is that when I go now to my spot healing brush tool, and I want to make sure again that I'm in content aware, not with proximity match or create texture. I want to be in content aware because I want to replace what I'm removing with something that looks like the surrounding. But the neat thing about this is that I don't have to be too careful, because it will only work within the area I have selected. So I can just click and drag, and you can see that it miraculously erases what I don't want. And it's easy to do it with this picture in particular because the wall is so textured that, again, I don't have to worry about being too precise. I just want to get those ugly things out of there. So then I want to go back to my quick selection tool. I'm going to deselect it. And now I'm going to go work in a different area. I'm going to work over here in this area. So again, I'm going to select an area that I want to work within. Whoops, I don't want to go that far. So now I'm going to have to go up and actually unselect that. There we go. And that's what I want to work with. And I'll go back to my spot healing brush tool. And again, without being too precise, I'll just click and drag. And it's an easy way to get rid of large areas where you don't have to worry, again, you don't have to worry too much about precision. I can go in and clean up those areas later. Oops, let's get that out. And I can also use the bracket, the right and left bracket, to make my spot healing brush tool as large or small as I want to make it. But because I'm working within the boundaries of what's selected with the quick selection tool, I can just make it as large as I want, really. So now I'm going to try to select this area and see if I can just, oops, again, let's try to erase this. Okay. And I can get some of these out just in this area. Let's see if it'll work here right on the boundary. I don't know how well that will work. Not bad. And again, I'm going to deselect that area. Yeah, I probably want to use a different tool to go in and actually clean that one up better. Now, I could do that, I can use that pretty much with anything. I could select, I could use my lasso tool here and select this and clean up this little spot from off the wall. And again, when I'm using the lasso, I would right click to get that same content aware fill. And there we go, that's cleaned up. And let me bring my picture back down to size. So there are still some things that I need to clean up over here. And but you can see how easy it was to clean up all of those wires from that part of the wall. So that's just one step in enhancing the image so that we get the final image that we want, the one that looks like this. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped.